What's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Usually when I play PvP, I usually do a lot of my commentary live and whatnot, but I figure for this one, I'm going to do, I guess, a best of the season in terms of matches, so I figured this would be something a little bit different. Could be pretty entertaining. Some of you said you wanted some post-match commentary. I don't know if I'll do it for the whole video, but I guess for, I don't know, a good portion of it I will. So a lot of these matches, or rather all of them, occurred before the tackle change. I'd like to keep in mind, because ironically after that, I don't know, none of the matches were that great later on. It was just really laggy matches. So these were the ones that I found that I had the most fun or the biggest challenge. So this is a Zenkai 7 LOE team, pretty strong. At this time I was using my GT team, and I was saying that I really like to use the little GT Goku because I still think he does a lot of good damage, and GT Goku really benefits from Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta with his blast card buff, or is that given by Super Saiyan 4 Goku? One of the two units provides a blast card that has the unit do additional blast damage, and that is very, very useful for him because if you combine that with his green card, which is going to convert strike cards to blast cards, and depending on how many blast cards you have in your hand, your blast damage goes up even more. The guy still shreds, absolutely. Yeah, he needs a little bit of work, but I don't know, I like to just keep actions going when I play. So just looking into the match here, I'm just being super careful of not getting Rising Rushed here. Obviously GT Goku's not in a good spot considering he's got a purple cooler and he has a blue cooler at Zenkai 7, and he's trying to keep the fights mid-range, and I'm trying to avoid that. I don't want any mid-range fighting because he has blast armor, and blast armor units dominate mid-range fighting. He missed his Rising Rush there because he probably accidentally sideswiped, so I don't actually end up using my Rising Rush because of that. I mean, we all have it. We all have those moments where we kind of screw up and we don't want, you know, I don't know, I thought the match was good, so I wasn't going to go ahead and take that against him, so I didn't bother using it here. But I knew that I had to be careful, not letting it go into mid-range. I didn't want to swap out to Super Saiyan 4 Goku just yet, because I know he would probably go into the full power Frieza. So pop that, get the blue card in, because this guy is my biggest target. Once I get rid of him, I'll be okay. I know that he likes to wait for these for these side steps and stuff, so I had to be careful there as well. I come up to him here. I actually thought I dropped the combo. My hope is to drop combo, and then when full power comes in, not have to worry about sustained damage cut, but clearly I screwed that up. But Goku still melts. He really likes keeping it mid-range, so he handles mid-range better than I do, so I'm mainly going for tap attacks just to box him out. Any plans that he's doing, I'm trying to shut down. Don't mind Goku taking some damage. His passive has him take less damage. I think it's only for 60 timer count, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to avoid. I'm just trying to make sure I have 3 units up. Always. Your top priority is always guaranteeing you got 3 units, because once you lose one vanish, it's over. Blue cooler's out. Full power's in. He keeps trying to make it a mid-range fight. That's why you keep seeing me back up. Take care of him. At this point, I feel like I have it in the bag, but purple cooler is really scary as the last stand unit. Ridiculously tanky. His passives are coming through. So I'm playing the patient game here. I think at the end I sort of switch it up because he's used to me waiting for him, and he's been changing the timings for his side swipes. So stuff like this is fun. I really like these high rank matches. Little tap attack, buy time. Keep trying to maintain long range because he keeps trying to keep it mid range. I knew he was going to wait for a third one. He wanted to wait it out for one for me to sidestep and then we take care of him here. But this was one of my favorite matches, this one here. Matches where I don't care who I face. I don't care about how stacked my opponent's team is. If the entire match is buttery smooth, I'll have fun. I honestly don't care. I could face a 14-star regen team with a Zenkai 7 Boo and whatever. If the match stays buttery smooth, I will have fun. I don't care who I face. I just can't stand laggy matches. I would rather a difficult fully stacked team to defeat with a buttery smooth connection than an easy, you know, low star, one-shotting capable team that has lag. I can't stand lag anymore. Next match is Fusion Warriors. I thought this was a really good match. It's all about the aggressive fast play, how PvP should be played as opposed to us always going back and drifting to the side and trying to nab perfect vanish. Which sort of leads me towards wanting to talk about how I don't know if the tackle change that they implemented was a good idea. Well, let me clarify. Tackle step was a problem, but the way they went about it was probably not the best way to do it, because now PvP feels really, the flow of it feels dead. So with the whole tackle dropping your combo like dead in the water when you go mid-range, I didn't like that. It ruins the continuity, and my hope is that part of the anniversary is going to have an improvement to that. My hope is that it's just a temporary fix. But yeah, all it ended up doing was causing people to play even more passive, because the game feels even more rock, paper, scissors. So they like to just sit back and then fish for perfect vanishes. I don't know. Losing priority is that much more, I don't know, even bigger of a mistake with all these units that get early rising rushes, super long combos. So people play even more passive to mitigate risk. And one of the things that you used to do if you lost someone early, because I feel like I'm talking too much, but imagine this scenario where you make two mistakes. You lose priority twice against the Kefla and you lost someone early. Losing that one rising rush, that one vanish, that one swap out is huge. It's detrimental, especially against powerhouse teams, because it just means they have more of an opportunity to hit you. Well, one of the things you would do is extend your combo to drain the clock. That's one of the things you would do, which is why I like tackle step. More like, I mean, tackles weaved into your combos, not tackle step in that you kept mashing into your opponent to try to get them to do a movement. But now that that's gone, lock-in units got all the more powerful, and losing priority or somebody early got all the more problematic. This next match was against a Japanese player, I believe, and Japanese players are super ruthless in this game, so I decided I wasn't going to hold back on this one and go straight for the Rising Rush first when I had the opportunity, just because, I don't know, I just felt like it would have been holding nothing back on this one. So as you can see here, at the high rank play, people just try to fish for the perfect vanish. So I had the opportunity, I figured I'm going to go Rising Rush. It doesn't matter if it's this god Goku that I take care of, or anyone else that he has in his list. As long as if he lost somebody, the detriment is huge. So in this case, it gets rid of god Goku. Get him there, god Goku's out. This team is a little problematic for GT Goku because it's just purples and reds, but the way that he stacked it up, it was super tanky. It would have been nice if I had Baby, but I didn't want to use him on my GT team. I was hoping I could catch him in the jump with that blue card. When people rhythmically continue sidestepping like that, and you have a blue card, it's best just to stop and wait for them to continue. Look at this damage. This Goku, this Vegeta aged so well. That should just be your encouragement for wanting to save for the anniversary. Because I still get questions of people saying, I kind of want Kefla, should I save? And I say, yes, 100% save. Because the anniversary units will be better than all of those guys, 100%. So it's absolutely crazy to see how the anniversary units are still meta today. Super Vegito in particular. Still meta. The god units are still fantastic, still used even now. Buhan only got replaced because of a Zenkai unit, but even so, like imagine that. It takes a super paywalled unit to knock you out of relevance. Fantastic. He's a super good unit. Here we go. Here we go. I know he has a Rising Rush, but he doesn't want to use it against. He doesn't want to use it against GT Goku. He's more inclined to want to use it against somebody else. So I know he's hesitant. And it didn't even matter because it was the right way. It was the right play. So I don't know if he has a green card, so I'm trying to keep it mid-range here. So it's super down to the wire, but he turntables here. Yeah, so he has a green card, I can tell. That's why he's waiting. There's that nice little blast card. Get more combos going. Another reason why I like this team is just everyone having an ultimate. It's tons of fun. Usually when there are stalemates and you and your opponent don't want to engage, I like to swap out to, like for example in here, if nothing happens, I would swap out to Super Saiyan 4 just to get him healing. I wish I had a blue card because he's sidestepping there, so I engage anyways. He probably assumed that I was going to go for a tackle because I stopped time. It's a common thing that people do, but I usually don't. Got the perfect vanish there. Still think perfect vanish should have been the thing they fixed, not tackle. What's this one? Oh, another LOE team. I thought this was a great match as well. Tons of fun. I don't know, I don't really think there's much for me to say. I did switch up my team though. This time I'm using my Saiyan team with the Kid Goku, who is no doubt in my mind like top 3, top 5 best units in the game right now. 100%. He's an all-around unit that does everything. Kakarot Goku is really good and fun to use as well. He needs some work. He needs to ramp up to get his full passives, but the big value in the unit is him providing blue cards for Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who can really take advantage of them because, you know, you go with Kakarot Goku, beat him up a little bit, and then because Super Saiyan 4 Goku gets Ki when he swaps in, you just jump to him with the blue card to finish out the unit before your opponent can switch out. So it's a super deadly combo, these three. You got your Kid Goku providing buffs for everybody. You got Kakarot Goku that's constantly giving you stop time events and blue cards for Super Saiyan 4. And then there's Super Saiyan 4 just finishing everybody off. It really is a strong combination, so I wanted to try it out. And it really does work, it's a lot of fun. The only thing that stinks is his goddamn animation throwing me off guard. And I wish that event there would let you turn it into a strike clash, because I go for a tap attack against him and I just debate out his vanish, but he goes immediately after when you have no vanish. It should be a clash, should be time to get a clash. Then you get his Rising Rush. You got super lucky. It's just the way it be sometimes. I don't think I use my Rising Rush because I guessed it. I don't know. It's probably really stupid, pointless cripples for no reason. And then here I screw up. Look at this. I'm pressing Super Saiyan 4's main thinking that I still had it, but I didn't. Small brain play. He's just waiting out me vanishing, so I realized once he did it once, I had more than enough time to just go for another strike. Because it was going to happen, one or two things was going to happen. Either we go into a strike clash, or I hit him. So the obvious choice is I'm going to hit him. I find that interaction super weird. You're just locked in. Anytime my opponent has a unit that has 2 blue cards, like one of them being part of their main, I never go for an immediate attack because I know that they're just going to pop it immediately to stop time and try to catch me off guard. Good old Kakarot Goku doing some nice damage. See, I had the Vanish there, but I didn't even realize because when I listened to Vanish, Kakarot Goku's Vanish sounds are the exact same as if you successfully landed a Vanish and it throws me off guard. Blue Cooler, the biggest unit that did not need his Zenkai Awakening. Look at this, he's just shredding Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I think he dies here. Almost. I know at this point he can't move anywhere. Like, this is an instance where your opponent is, like, I would have been screwed if I was to put myself into his shoes. Like, if I had one person down, the only way I'd be able to turn the tides into my favor is by extending my combos so that my other unit can come in. But now you can't do that. Hence why there's more importance on not losing a unit early. And then this last match, I thought it was D-free, but it's just people that are in his guild, but I thought it was a really, really good match. I really, really like this match. Really good. One of those fast-paced, technical matches. Nice little perfect vanish. Go to Kakarot Goku because one of two things are going to happen. Either he goes to full power and I got a main that'll help me gain ki to continue my combo against him, or I stay type neutral against red. So it's the better choice, of course. I don't transform immediately, just so I can catch him in the middle of his sidestep or whatever. If you ever have a stop time card, don't pop it immediately, specifically for that reason. Whether it be a main that draws an ultimate, a main that transforms you, a green card that does the same thing. I think throughout this entire match, it's just let Kid Goku take the damage because he has a way of healing. Look at that. This kid does everything. 100%. I realize here I screwed this up. I really shouldn't have done it that way. I should have just kept the combo going, but I pressed the wrong thing. Small brain play. Oh, this Saiyan team is different. I don't have Purple Super Saiyan 4. I think it's because I wanted to see how Kakarot Goku's blue card draw would work with Namek Goku. So that's why we have this little setup here. Pop the main in case he tackles. Back up because, once again, he is a blast armor unit. I don't want to stay in close range. He got me there. I was swapping out. I didn't want him to cut second life. Not letting my Kid Goku lose second life. It's super valuable. Look at this dude. All because of Kid Goku's buff. Nice. He came so quick with his tackles. The one thing, I think my biggest weakness right now is tackles. People that charge at me quickly with a tackle, I don't react quick enough to them. Because I don't expect them. I'm just so used to people just sitting back when they play. And then, of course, the one time I go for a tackle, he has a blast card ready. Instead, I go for a tackle there, because I think we were in that range. Now, I knew that no matter who he had at that point, they were gonna be killed, because I had Kid Goku's ultimate. So either full power or Red Frieza. Have a green card, nice little stop time event, but I think I used it too early. Yeah. So, with this whole match going down like this, I knew that I was gonna make Namek Goku be the last guy. Even if I had to lose this guy, the last stand unit, I wanted him to come through. He was gonna heal for me after all. This is why it's always important to know the kit of the unit you're using. It could really change the turn of the fight. Two blue cards. I was gonna try and wait and catch him like this. Just a little stop time event. Once again, he caught me with a goddamn tackle. Now we healed up, last stand unit. All I needed to do is get rid of Blue Cooler. That's why I switched to being more aggressive. Now usually when I play people and they follow this no Rising Rush thing that I do, at this point they would just Rising Rush me. Because this is one of those situations where there's no way for them to win. So they're like, you know what, I'm not going to do it anymore. But this guy was super cool. He was the first guy I ever faced that, when it came to this, didn't care. So, you know, huge shout out to that guy for being awesome about that. Keep in mind, I don't expect people to play like I do. Feel free to Rising Rush me whenever you want. But if we go through the whole fight, only towards the end you do it, I don't know. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, peace.